We mentioned there's Johnson Wagner. The Cantlay jump-started the round at that 11th hole. Johnson, what do you have down there for us?
Well, this whole location at 11 today I find to be the toughest on this green. I also find this green to be probably the most benign on the golf course. Very flat, not a whole lot of pitch around the green on the surrounds except for this left side. Cantlay's ball landed right in here and chased over into sort of the left side of this bunker. Now, maintenance has been out here flattening the surfaces, so don't blame me if I tee this ball up a little bit. Actually got a pretty good lie. The thing that makes this bunker shot hard, and as Paige alluded to, it's really hard to spin the ball out of the sand. It's really nice sand. It's easy to get down into it and get it out with height, but it's hard to really nip it. And Patrick Cantlay, I think there was 8 balls in this bunker today. Half of them got it up and down. Nobody else holed it like Patrick. Ooh. Oh, well, that was pretty good. Pretty happy about that. I think with Patrick as well, I think it had to have a big effect on him, seeing his friend Xander Schauffele win the last major championship, and I think Patrick kind of is looking at it as sort of a kickstart for him to have a little more major success. I was also walking with featured groups today for Peacock. I had Tiger Woods, Will Zalatoris, and Matt Fitzpatrick. Matt was in the right wiregrass off the tee, landed it on the back edge of the green. It raced over into right on the edge of the grandstand, right about here, which this is the hardest shot on this golf course around the greens to this whole location. He ended up getting relief to this spot, tried to putt it up the hill. It came up right to the edge of the green and came all the way back down right into this area right here. I'm not brave enough to hit a 60-degree off of this into the grain lie. One of these areas is his divot. Just a couple players in this location, and you can see how they're roughed up a little bit, that it's very into the grain. Now, Todd Anderson gave me a nice lesson the other day with Billy Horschel. My problem is I'm dragging, so I'm trying to release the club right there while keeping my shoulders high. I don't know if I'm going to try to keep my shoulders high, but I'm going to try to release it here, and I've made the decision I'd rather skull this thing across the green attempting to hit a great shot. So I'm going to use a little power of the mind right here. Embrace the ground. Ooh, all right. Not my best shot. I mean, I'm very happy with that. Not my best technique. Had a lot of interaction with the turf, but I feel pretty good.
Oh,
feels good to get a win tonight, guys.
Oh, Johnson, you done it.
Johnson, what did you think of scoring overall?
I feel like I just
under?
won the U.S. Open Championship. I thought it was really good, Rich. I thought, the group I was in the low round was Fitzpatrick, and he was 3 over. Tiger Woods shot 4 over, and I should know this better, but Zalatoris, I believe, was 6 over. This golf course, if you're out of position, hitting shots into the greens, you just kind of bogey yourself to death out here. It's like my group got on the bogey train. I was shocked when I saw how well guys were playing, and to get it to 5 under par was surprising. But when I got back in our trailer, watching guys like Rory and Bryson this afternoon, if you hit it in the fairway and played aggressive swings to conservative targets, scoring was able to be had. And I will say, I've been out here on the screen for a while, watched a bunch of maintenance come through, and I tell you what, the USGA is doing this thing right. They were a young man was syringing the surrounds on the hot spots for quite a while. They put some water on the green, so I think they're in a good spot here. They don't want this golf course to get away from them, because they just want to live right on the edge, make it challenging, but reward really good golf.
I want to go back to what you said about the bunker and what we kind of had discussed, or what I discussed earlier about the sand. Today, I watched Colin Morikawa from a greenside bunker actually chip it over and down the hill off the green on par 3-9. What is it about the sand texture that is making it difficult for these players to get spin here?
So we're in the sand hills of North Carolina, right? And the soil underneath, if you're just to dig down a little bit, and this whole area is sand. And so a lot of this sand is just naturally what is under the ground. And so I think when it reminds me of a Hoopy Match Club built on sand, and you feel like it's bottomless underneath. And I just think it's the texture of that sand and the depth of it makes it very easy to get it out high and hit really good shots. And also, Paige, I think it's a little soft I saw Matt Fitzpatrick on number 1 in the left bunker. His ball rolled in, and it was stuck in the little trough that his ball made when he went in there.
Just very quickly, Johnson, I saw a lot of players today taking divots with their chip shots. So they're obviously using the leading edge. They're trapping the ball in there. They're not really using the bounce of what we see. Xander Schauffele was one of the few that I could see chipping, using the bounce and not taking the divot. Can you just explain a little bit about that? I think people might be interested in the two different styles and techniques.
I think a lot of players are very uncomfortable, like where I just hit that chip shot from. You're going to take a divot. The leading edge is going to dig into the grain. Will Zalatoris today, he had a couple spots where he actually got on upslopes over greens on 4 and on 13. He chipped from those down grain spots, but anytime he was into the grain, which was quite often, he pulled the putter. I just think you have to be very comfortable having that solid contact, and a lot of players feel like if they go ahead and hit ball first, they don't really care what the divot looks like after. And I've got to give a shout out to a young man, Jackson Suber. He got in the field on Tuesday when John Rahm withdrew. I was walking with my son last night up the 18th. He wanted to see the build out and how cool it was. His first time at a U.S. Open. And Jackson Suber was on the 18th fairway. We walked over, introduced ourselves. He couldn't have been kinder. He got into John Rahm's tee time, played with Jordan Spieth, Hideki Matsuyama. He went out and shot 1 under par today as the first alternate getting in Tuesday night. I'm really happy for that young man.
Yeah, that is a nice story. Took advantage of that opportunity. Day 1 headlines. McIlroy shoots 65. Pinehurst, generous. Johnson Wagner's back. Can you safely say that?
Yeah, he is back. I thought, yeah, well.
Johnson, thank you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.